Hi, it's Sal from the Miller Business Center, and this is a look at Demographics Now. Demographics Now is a great resource if you're looking for population and census data, housing expenditures, household income, consumer expenditures, really any demographic information dealing with income, housing, race, age, education, businesses. It's all here in this database, and it really comes in handy if you're looking to expand your business or if you want to target specific demographics on Long Island. You can do so using this database, and it's available off-site, which is even better. So when you come to the Demographics Now database, you're going to want to click on the Demographics button here in the upper menu, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a geo filter. We're going to select our geography that we're going to search on. You can come here and you can just start to type an area. Like I could start to type Center Reach, New York, and it will give me a choice here in the pop-up box. That's great if you're searching for just one location, but in most cases you're probably going to want to do a comparison search. So when you're running a report, you have the choice between comparison, rank, or summary. You're probably going to want to get demographics that are comparing two different areas. So for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to show you the process of selecting a geo filter based on two locations. So you'll come up here to the options button, use that drop down list, and then select geography list. And that's going to bring up this menu here. Now you can see there is plenty that you can search on. And I do want to point out one fantastic feature that really comes in handy for those of us here on Long Island, and it has to do with something called minor civil divisions, or MCDs. Now, minor civil divisions are great because this is going to allow us to search for towns on Long Island, not just the cities. So, for example, if I click on CCDs and MCDs by county, scroll down this list here and select New York, and then we'll select Suffolk County in this case. You can see here we have all the towns. So rather than having to type in all the zip codes for the town of Brookhaven, all the cities in the town of Brookhaven, we could just click on Brookhaven and it'll select everything inside the town of Brookhaven. So if you want to compare, for example, Brookhaven and Riverhead, you can select those two towns here and then click done. You can do up to 16 in Demographics Now, so that really gets you a nice selection. So again, we're doing a comparison, and we've selected report type, and now we're going to select the report name. If you use this down arrow here, you're going to see there are a ton of reports available to you. Most of our patrons like to look at the consumer expenditure reports. You can see some of them here, from apparel detail comparison, electronic detail, food, beverage, grocery, so on and so forth. There's the basic demographics snapshots. So you're going to get age, race, ethnicity, household income. You'll also have the mosaics here. So those are based on the demographic cohorts. You'll see there's population, and then there's the Simmons reports. Simmons is kind of like Nielsen ratings in the sense that they go out and they survey folks and they ask them their purchasing behavior, their likes, their dislikes, and all those reports are located here in Demographics Now, in addition to the U.S. Census reports. Now, at this point, we're up to 2010 U.S. Census data, which will be included here. However, all these other reports are updated on a quarterly basis, and now when we run a report, you'll see it'll let you know what time frame those reports were created. Additionally, a lot of these reports will have 5-year projections as well. So let's say we'll come down here. Let's say we want to see a consumer expenditure report on furnishings, expenses, detail comparison. We click on that report. Again, we are searching just the town of Brookhaven and the town of Riverhead here. So let's make sure we're in comparison and click on Run Report. And here is the report. And you can see this data is from last year. It's from 2019. And you'll see your headings here for Brookhaven is on the left, Riverhead is on the right. You'll see total households, average household income, the median income, and then you will see the households average annual amount spent on household furnishings and or expenses. So how to read this would be that on average, a household in the town of Brookhaven spends approximately $518.78 on furniture throughout the year, whereas in Riverhead they spend $479.49. So this gets very specific as well. You could see breaks it down: luggage, hand tools, major appliances, own dwelling costs, textiles, and also household operations. So all the services, moving, laundry, dry cleaning, water softening, cleaning service. It's all going to be listed here for you as well. Now, these reports can be downloaded in a number of different formats. So you'd click the download button here, the most popular being PDF. However, if you want to manipulate this data, you can download it in a Microsoft Word document or a Microsoft Excel document as well. The Excel document will come in very, very handy if you want to manipulate numbers. So that's something to think about when you are downloading this data. Here's the population comparison report in Demographics Now for Brookhaven and Riverhead. You can see it breaks it down by the current year's population based on the most recent data. It tells you what kind of educational attainment, the marital status, race, what the trend is between the last 3 years to about now, as well as what the 5-year projection will be for this particular 2 towns on Long Island. Also included at the end of the report is the official 2010 census demographics. So here's one of the Simmons reports. In this case, I selected the beverages and non-alcoholic comparison report. You could see it takes the current data that is available, breaks it down first for your demographic overview, so you can see the difference between the total households. And this is very important because even though you could see here the town of Brookhaven has a much larger number of households than Riverhead, you can see, for example, in this first data point here, Diet Cola, you're looking for Diet Pepsi and Diet Coke. You're looking at very similar numbers, even more so for Diet Pepsi here. These are index numbers. The higher the number, the more popular, the more likely those people in those households will purchase that. These numbers are pretty close to each other, for example, 101 to 104. So comparing that to the number of households, you can see even though there's less households in the town of Riverhead over the town of Brookhaven, those folks in the town of Riverhead really like their Pepsi just as much as the folks in the town of Brookhaven, relatively speaking. So you could see, we can scroll down here, it does carbonated drinks, tea, sparkling water, and so on. Again, this is the Simmons beverages comparison. Just to show you just a couple more, the entertainment, leisure, dining comparison. We'll run that for the 2 towns. And again, you get your basic demographics up front, and then the actual index are going to be here. So if folks are interested in gambling at casinos, if they're interested in going out to the movies, if they play sports, visit theme parks, state lottery, so on and so forth. And again, these are index numbers, so the higher the number, the more likely that that area is going to spend the money in those things that are listed there. And finally, this is an interesting one under the Simmons reports. It's the lifestyle statements. And again, this is a comparison between the two towns. And if we scroll down here, you'll see these are kind of survey questions that have been answered. So, do you recycle? Yes, very often. Glass beverage containers, metal beverage containers. Attitudes about apparel. So I make my clothes last a long time. Many similar price brands look alike, so on and so forth. So these are actual lifestyle statements, and the higher the number, the more likely, the more popular that lifestyle statement is inside that town. And again, we've only just picked 2 towns here. We can go up to 16 with Demographics Now. So if you're looking at expanding your business, you're looking at targeting a different spot on Long Island or even in the United States, this is a great place to come. Download these reports, put them together, and really have a better understanding of who your potential customers are and where they're located. This data also comes in extremely handy if you're writing your business plan, and if you meet with any mentors or business counselors like at the SBDC, they might ask you to come to our database such as Demographics Now, come to the center and download this data for writing your business plan. Another fantastic feature of Demographics Now is the map feature, allowing you to take whatever data is available inside Demographics Now, all those metrics, all those demographics, those data points, and map them for better visualization, as well as a means of downloading that data, downloading those maps and including them in reports or presentations, anything that you might want to do. So in this case, let's focus in on our home turf of Long Island. So I'm just going to click through here, a couple of double clicks to get closer so we can visualize this better. We can see it. In the upper right-hand corner of the map search, you're going to see some tools here. We're going to go to thematic controls. Click this arrow here to open that up. And we're going to choose a specific variable to map on this this map that we see here. So I'm going to click choose, and you can see pretty much all of the demographic data points that are included in the database are here. Let's start with something simple. We're going to go to basic variables. We're going to go to the current year, and then let's look at income. And we'll do household income, and we'll do the average household income. So you kind of drill down there. And you can see it takes a little while to draw on the map, but once it does, it is on a color scale. The darker the color, the higher the household income. So you can very easily see Long Island. You can even see parts of Connecticut here, where those high points are. And we can even drill down even closer here and get nice and close and see neighborhoods. And it does take a little time to color in. Kind of does this in different layers. There we go. And now you can see the neighborhoods and see where those average household incomes are visualized on a map. So that's a quick look at Demographics Now. It is a fantastic database, especially if you are looking to create a marketing plan or write your business plan. There is a ton of information here that is going to be extremely useful to you and to building your business. And it was a brief look. If you'd like to go a little deeper into Demographics Now, if you'd like to speak to one of us, please let us know. Miller Center at mcplibrary.org. Send us an email. We will set up a one-on-one appointment with you. We can do that virtually, and you can ask us any question that you might have about this fantastic database, and we'll dig deeper for you into it and show you all the other great features that are included with this database.